Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about plate carriers. However, today's going to be a little bit different, and some of you might have mixed feelings about it, but I personally don't care because I do what's best for me and my family. And the reason this is going to be a little bit subjective, I guess, is because these are plate carriers for kids. Yes, children under the age of 18 years old. Specifically for myself, 10 and 3. And you might be like, what the hell does a 10 and a 3-year-old need with a plate carrier? Well, one, I'm starting to get my 10-year-old into shooting and getting more into the outdoors and things like that. And my 3-year-old, because she wants to do everything that my 10-year-old is doing. And they kind of like it. And if they are enthusiastic about things that I'm also interested in, then who am I to deprive them of that happiness? So that's one aspect. And the other aspect is this world's crazy. This world is going to crap faster than we can even fathom. And in the event that some crazy, catastrophic, conspiracy theorist stuff went down, I'd rather have items that we can use and help us protect ourselves than to not have them at all. Sometimes bad stuff happens in the world. It happens in countries all over the globe. Luckily, we've grown accustomed to our society where people can walk down the street. They don't really have to worry about too much as far as war torn environments. Yes, you're always going to have some weirdo criminals out there doing some stuff, but we, for the most part, can walk the streets feeling pretty safe. Some countries do not have that luxury. They're constantly torn by war and other countries invading them and just kind of being there, occupying their space. We haven't really had to deal with that since like what, 1700s. So it is what it is. And I do want to just go ahead and mention that these things are 3A rated, so they will stop pretty much all of your handgun calibers. They're not rifle rated. Could I have got that? Yes, but the point of these was to keep them as lightweight as possible because they are kids and they're not going to be able to carry the weight around as a fully functioning grown adult would be able to. So I try to keep it as streamlined as possible where they will wear it but still offer some protection. So let's dive into these things. All right, so we're going to start with the cutest little guy first, and this is the Maxtacs Kids Mini Plate Carrier. So again, pretty solid material, made pretty well. So this is just a Velcro model. So it's got the Velcro here. You lift up the front panel, and then it does what it needs to do. It does have shoulder pads. It's a little stiff because it's newer. Obviously, my 3-year-old hasn't worn it a whole heck of a lot to help break it in, but it is a pretty decent little plate carrier. Perforated little panels on the back to help it breathe, and this is actually visible. So like if you put plates in here, you would be able to see them. It's not like perforated, but it still has material behind it. It's actually open, so it breathes pretty well, but also lets stuff get in there. So there's kind of a trade up to that. And you'll see how just kind of thick this is. And I'll go ahead and open it up and show you why. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. So what I've got in this particular plate carrier here is I kept some foam padding. So this is literally just foam. I had that laying around. I cut it to size. You see my not so straight cuts, but it adds a little bit of added protection there. And then I've got a Tacticon armament trauma pad. And then I've got some tactical scorpion gear, level 3A soft body armor. So again, this is rated for 44 caliber handgun all the way down. So unless you're rocking, 50, it's going to stop it. Now, I am under no delusion that if you got hit with one of those rounds, you're going to, not absolutely feel it and have a slew of bodily injury. However, if we could stop that penetration, hopefully we can deal with the trauma and the effects of that after. But the whole point was to stop rounds from entering the body. So again, this is from Tactical Scorpion Gear. It is 3A soft body armor. So with this plate carrier here, the sizing that I went with is typical of what you would find in your side sappies for a a grown person. So these are what? These are 6x8. So this 6x8 fits this plate carrier perfectly. And again, I just layered that stuff up. So we've got the 3A soft body armor, trauma pad, which you don't need a trauma pad for soft armor. Trauma pads are typically for steel plates, but I figured why not, right? Help try to absorb some of that concussion, some of that blast, some of that trauma that's going to be projected right back to the body, and hopefully mitigate as much injury as possible for my little one. All right, so I'm going to put that back in there. And then on the front of this thing, I don't have any accessories or anything crazy for her. She's 3, so, what can she really do that's going to be, beneficial in that kind of an aspect? So what I did get her was a little a little tactical spork. Got a bottle opener, all that stuff. And this is just the CRKT eating tool. So she'll be able to eat her little snacks, all tactical like. Got her little pistol mag pouch to keep it in. And I think that's pretty cool. What is it?
Yeah.
All right, put it away. Yeah. So again, this is the Maxtacs Kids Mini Plate Carrier. All right, moving on. A little bit cooler of a setup, right? So this is a Lancer Tactical Kids Plate Carrier. So this is their youth model. Again, comes with little shoulder pads here. And this one kind of gets you into those features that you would find on the adult size plate carriers. Now, this is pretty much like an airsoft vest. Lancer Tactical makes a lot of airsoft stuff. So, obviously I wouldn't rush out and get this for yourself. However, for children and people just starting off getting into stuff, I think it's a pretty decent deal. And it's not like paper thin airsoft quality. It actually is pretty decent. The nylon and everything it's made out of, the stitching is pretty good, honestly, for what the kids are going to be doing. Now, if you're going to be low crawling, doing all kinds of like insane tactical like combat level stuff, no, this ain't it. And I'm never going to say it's just as good, nothing like that. For kids though, absolutely perfectly fine. So you do get your wire loom holders here. So if you want to run cable management or a hydration pack, whatever, you have the ability to keep that the hose and the wires out of your way, off your face, off your neck, because I hate that. All right. This one, so I opted for the quick release tab, so I did add that. Obviously, it didn't come with it, so I just went ahead and got a aftermarket cummerbund, and I was able to make it fit here. It's obviously not made for it, but we make stuff work around here. So I do have comms set up for her. So again, I didn't want to run it through the looms right here, so I ran it through the shoulder pad because I was able to. It was a lot of cable. So I was able to just make it a little bit cleaner that way. And then she's got her little mic, little Secret Service earpiece here, and then it just runs to a regular Bofang radio. Now it's not it's just a regular 2-way radio. It's nothing crazy. All right, moving to the front, she does have a couple of 20 round mags because, again, getting her into shooting, so she's starting to get a little bit more into stuff. Got her first pistol. And then obviously now we're transitioning to rifle training. Got her a cute little knife off of Etsy. This is actually made out of pretty hefty steel. This is actually a pretty nice little knife. I kind of want one for myself. It was meant to be one of those little necklace knives, but it's perfect for this little plate carrier and to cut little small things for her without being too big where, I'm kind of worried about her hacking a finger off or something. So it is what it is. So this being quick release, I never have to lift up this front panel here. And this did come with that mag holder built into the front placard here. So I didn't have to buy anything additional there. That came that way. The only thing I bought additional was obviously the accessories and this cummerbund here because I wanted that quick release for her to be able to just drop that thing off real quick in a hurry. So for this one, again, also has soft armor. So here we have, we'll pull it out. We've got some, who is this? Caliber armor. This is their trauma pad. And again, I have Tactical Scorpion Gears 3A soft panels. So these are rated for all of your pistol rounds, again, 44 mag and below. So pretty high level of stopping power, but still super lightweight. Obviously, soft armor doesn't really weigh anything compared to steel and ceramic and some of the polyurethane. I don't know if I'm even using the right word, but there's that other stuff that's not ceramic and steel. Um, so for her, don't have the extra foam backing. It did come with it, but I ended up trashing it because it was too thick to fit everything in there nice and neat. It started like bulking everything up, and I couldn't close everything right, and I didn't want to risk this stuff falling out because the Velcro wasn't able to fully grip onto itself. So just went ahead and run the trauma pad and the soft armor. Again, trauma pad isn't really necessary. It's for steel plates. However, anything extra material to help absorb some shock, it is what it is. And then I shouldn't have to say this, but make sure the body armor is on the outside. You don't want the trauma pad on the outside. You want the trauma pad to be against the body and the body armor facing outward. And then body armor does have a body side and a outward side. So the body side is going to be closest, touching the trauma pad, and then putting it back into the plate carrier itself. And that is my kid's plate carrier setup. It took me a while to kind of figure all this out, sizing. I did have to make a couple returns because I ordered some stuff that didn't quite fit right. So for, I would say, 8 to 12, unless you have like a really big kid, the Lancer Tactical is going to be a perfect size. And then for your 3 to probably 5-year-olds, this Maxtacs mini plate carrier is going to work pretty well. I will say this one was the harder one to find. I found this on Army Surplus World, but I think Maxtacs also has their own website where this thing's like $35. So not too bad. Yeah, my daughter's setup is pretty sick. It kind of mimics a little bit of what mine looks like. And I just want to give you a little size comparison here to a adult's plate carrier. So you can see how much bigger my 10-year-old's plate carrier is than my 3-year-old's. And then here is one of my plate carriers. And you'll see, let me get this belt out of the way. All right, and then you can see with my level 4 ceramic plates and the adult size plate carrier, just how big the size difference is between the three. And then real quick, for those who may be interested, my 10-year-old also had her first battle belt set up. Now, it's a pretty trash belt, but it's going to get the job done until she fits other belts that are a little bit more superior. So it's very hard to find a Molly belt that fits kids. And I still couldn't find one. This one's not Molly. Everything here is just the Molly is ran on the back side of the outer belt, and then the inner belt is just kind of pressed against the Velcro, sandwiching it in there. So this is just some IIIa gear, Amazon special pistol mag pouches, rifle pouch, little dump pouch here, and then she does have some medical. All this stuff is just Amazon special, except for the medical. So the pouch itself is off of Amazon. However, we stocked our own medical supplies inside of this pouch, and then the tourniquets are actual cat tourniquets because the Amazon ones are super cheap. They're going to break on you, and obviously, if you're bleeding out and somebody's cranking down the windlass and it snaps, it's a bad day. And regardless of what the movies tell you, taking off your belt and twisting it doesn't work. It can work, but it's not really very effective at all. And you risk losing a limb by doing stuff the wrong way. So there's that. She has another knife. This again is an Amazon special. This is a Omesio. I think it was like $20 on Amazon, but it's actually pretty sharp. It's pretty cool. It's got this little finger groove here, and it's angled. It's out of the way, so when she's wearing it, it's not like poking her in the stomach or anything because it's kind of angled away from the body a little bit. And then she has a custom purple carbon fiber and pink anodized washer holster from Border Town Holsters. He always hooks it up whenever I need something and I want something a little bit more custom and one-off. He's always there to make it happen. So if you have custom holster needs, make sure you hit up Border Town Holsters. Tell them I sent you. But yeah, that's my kid's setup. And if that upsets you, that I expose my kids to preparedness and training and being proficient with things, then oh well, you can suck my ass. I don't really care. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's awesome, and I'm just glad that they have an interest in it and gives us something to bond over. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. Been kind of busy with personal stuff, but I'm back, and hopefully I can get back on my routine and posting videos a little bit more regularly. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. Buy your kids some stuff. Make sure you and your family stay safe. It's a crazy world, man, and I don't see it getting better anytime soon. So just better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So have a good one.